So Venerable Cheni and I have been leading a meditation class down at the Unitarian Universalist Church in Spokane, on and off for the past, well, we've probably done about 4 or 5 of them. And it's been a lovely time learning a lot about ourselves and others. And we do it in a framework without being talking about the Dharma per se, integrating some of the Lamrim teachings into our talks, leading breathing meditation. And just with the motivation of wanting to give these folks who are very interested in working with their minds some very helpful tools. So last night we had one of the Tibetan Geshes, Geshe Tupten Pelge from Dharamsala, joining us unexpectedly. And it was very interesting. I've been thinking about this today, is that one of the women shared, because we do a sort of a check-in, see how you're doing for the week. And she said, well, it's amazing how I multitask in my mind. I'm thinking about, my breath, and then I'm thinking about what I'm going to do tomorrow, and I'm thinking about the weather, and I'm hearing the birds outside. And Geshe-la said, at the level of our practice, he says, there's no such thing as multitasking. He says, our minds are only capable of thinking of one particular way of thinking at a time. So you're not multitasking, you're actually dropping one focus of thought and going to the other, but our minds are working so quickly that it looks like we're actually juggling them simultaneously. So I've been thinking about this because I think one of the things in our culture that you are rewarded for and you actually strive to cultivate is the ability to multitask. Whether it's in your school life, whether it's in your work life, your family life, whether you're mother, father, sister, brother, is how many things that can you do all at the same time. And finding out that one of the difficulties that I have come up with in the past few months as I've been dealing with some of these physical sicknesses and working with my mind is that I find out that one of the biggest obstacles to my practice is multitasking. Because I am not in any way, shape, or form present to my own mind in this given moment when I think that I have the capacity to be here and at the same time be able to go off in some sort of other place simultaneously. And so after Geshe-la spoke last night about how it is quite an obstacle to ever attaining any single-pointed concentration, because he talked a lot about our monkey minds and how we just keep bringing it back and trying to stay focused and get our concentration stable, is that the multitasking is one of the hugest obstacles. So despite what our culture has said that they consider that to be somewhat of a skill or a talent, is that when it comes to meditation and being present in our own lives and with our own minds and hearts, that it becomes quite an obstacle. So for those of you who have excelled in multitasking, as I have, it's actually somewhat of a relief to realize that if we do want to take our practice seriously and to cultivate mindfulness and single-pointed concentration to any level, that we have to let go of that misconception that we can do 2 or 3 different things in our meditation session and still be present to ourselves. And so I think that for me, I'm relieved. And now it's just a matter of getting my mind and the patterning and the habituation to dismantle that. And also in my daily life in the community here, because all the Abbey residents have a number of hats that we wear. At times it looks like we're actually simultaneously juggling 3 or 4 of those things at the same time, when in fact we're not actually present for any one of them, because our minds are just sort of like in these, just flashes of all over the place and not focused on any one thing.